Hey guys, what's up? And today I'm gonna do another things video where I talk about things. Oh, yeah, and I'm also gonna be changing my YouTube channel logo and name and everything like 2 days later, so be on the lookout for that. Anyway, as per usual, I'm gonna be talking about songs that are released in the past couple of weeks. Bad songs, good songs, and songs that I don't think are neither bad or good, kinda in the middle. Starting off with Billie Eilish with Bury a Friend. Yeah, this track is, it's probably the most popular track that I'm gonna talk about in the entire video. She's the new thing now, Billie Eilish, and this song is actually pretty different from some other Billie Eilish songs because usually Billie Eilish's songs are pretty airy and spacey, but this one, I guess, has a pretty cool beat. But the vocals are still pretty bland and pretty boring in my opinion, and the song overall is a little too lo-fi, a little too stripped back. And I think maybe just to a slight degree, she's trying too hard to be, kind of dark and kind of creepy and all. I think the music video is just okay. The production is great, but I mean, it's not like a great music video or anything. Anyway, what surprises me is that this new Bring Me the Horizon track, Nihilist Blues, is pretty good, actually. It features Grimes. It's a pretty loud and aggressive and fun and wacky alt metal track, and I think Grimes' style is pretty present on this track. Again, I'm not a huge fan of Bring Me the Horizon, but this track is not that bad. Also, shout out to Cage the Elephant with the track Ready to Let Go. It has this old school indie rock vintage vibe to it. It has a pretty groovy bass line, but that's pretty much the extent of it. Nothing that special. The music video is pretty nice though. I kind of like it. Also, Fontaine's DC from Ireland with the track Big. The music video is also pretty nice here. We have the boy in the music video kind of lip syncing to the lyrics in the streets of Dublin, and it's pretty nice. And the track itself, it's okay. It's just an okay sort of art punk track. Nothing all that interesting. Music wise, it's not all that special. Foxygen has a new track titled Livin' a Lie, and it's actually a pretty passionate and beautiful and emotional ballad, even though I think the vocals, they kind of need a little more, I guess, improvement. And Gold Link has a new track titled Got Muscle featuring Pee Wee Longway and Wave IQ. What are these names? I kind of like the relaxing, laid-back, chill vibe that this song has, but again, I think Goldlink's performance lacks a little bit. I think he had improved, but still not good enough. It's still pretty nasal, pretty frail. Bibio Sound Machine comes out with another new track titled Wanna Come Down, and it's not as groovy as their previous single, Dako Mien, but I think the production is still excellent here. I still think the song overall is pretty energetic. Interpol also has a post-album track titled Fine Mess, and it's actually a pretty energetic and exciting sort of punk track. It would have been great if they were to put this track in their previous album than some other blander cuts off of their last album. And Jessica Pratt with Aeroplane. She's I don't know which website that I go to, like Rate Your Music or Best Ever Albums or something. But Jessica Pratt's new album is one of the top rated albums so far in the year apparently. And so I was kind of curious and I listened to this track, this single, and I think it's just okay. The vocals are a little bit weird for me because, you know, it's my first time listening to Jessica Pratt and her vocals are super high pitched and it has this flat tone to it. And, but you know, it's still a pretty nice ballad, I guess. Khalid has a really chill, synthy, synth funk track titled Talk. It's kind of catchy. It's a feel-good time. Nothing all that special though. Rapper Lou the Human has a new track out titled Make You Sick, and we kind of see Lou the Human, lean towards the trap trend a little more. I really, really like the track Macklemore, but this one just sounds really, really different. It's not bad, but it's just a little more trap-oriented, thus doesn't feel as original, I guess. Migos has a new track titled Position to Win, and this is actually one of the rare tracks coming out from Migos that I actually find pretty special, I mean relatively, comparing it to other Migos tracks, because this track is, I think, produced by DJ Durrell, and the beat on this thing is actually pretty special, pretty raw, organic, and, the performance fit pretty well. Rico Nasty comes out with another really harsh and aggressive industrial rap banger titled Roof, but that's pretty much the extent of it. Not that the beat is great or anything. Her performance is pretty energetic, but that's it. And at last, I want to give a shout out to Triumvir Foul with the track Urine of Abomination 1, which is a really heavy, aggressive, sludgy, loud death metal track. So loud, nothing is intelligible, not even the drums or the guitars or the vocals. It's just a huge blob of sound. Now, I do appreciate a lot of the death metal albums and death metal tracks because they are thrilling, adrenaline pumping, and they are aggressive in a really exciting way, but this one is just a little too much, I guess. A little too much. And I don't like it when bands are sort of out edging each other, like, oh wow, look, I'm edgier than you. Maybe this band is not like that, but from what I've heard on this track, it sounds like the band is trying so hard to sound as aggressive and angry as ever. Anyway, let's move on to the bad tracks. Oh my gosh. Oh, AJR comes out with a track titled 100 Bad Days. So bad. Oh my gosh. Like, I got the wrong order at Starbucks. Yeah. This is a stomach-churning, cringy, mindless, dumb as hell, cringy, I think I repeated the word cringy twice, track, sort of indie pop, bedroom pop track, about having bad days, so bad. Like, oh, my mom doesn't want to buy me a video game, So yeah, this sucks. I'm looking forward to the new AJR album, though, because I want to roast it. Andrew Bird has a new track titled Sisyphus, and I'm kind of on the fence with this track. That is, I think it's not that bad musically, but if you listen to this track more carefully, you'd realize that this is just a really bad impersonation of Father John Misty. Not only the vocals sound like Josh Tillman's, the instrumentals and the drums, they're very Father John Misty-esque. Ariana Grande has a new track, not really a new track, a new remix of Seven Rings featuring 2 Chainz, and it's just pretty much the same as the original, except 2 Chainz is kinda on there, also kinda half singing, half rapping. It's not that special, the track is not that original, not that good sounding either. Oh my gosh, Beck, super cool, featuring Robin and Lonely Island, which is a track off of Lego Movie 2 soundtrack, and gosh, this is such an obnoxious track, total trash. The performances are super tacky. The production is disgusting, gross, and also the other Superorganism track is equally as obnoxious. I kind of like how quirky and exciting the Superorganism track feels, though. It's titled Hello, Me and You. Hello, Me and You. But, fuck. It's so obnoxious. It's the background vocals make me want to throw up. It's too zany, too over the top. It's disgusting. It's totally disgusting and vomit-inducing, okay? Speaking of tacky production, Big Boy, one half of Outkast, comes out with a new track titled Doin' It, featuring Sleepy Brown and... oh, man. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. I don't understand why. I just don't. It's just this, he's trying to make this feel-good track, I guess, but it just totally falls flat because of its very gross and tacky production. The performances are totally stupid, and oh gosh, it's obnoxious. It's annoying. Speaking of annoying tracks, the Chainsmokers comes out with a new track, Who Do You Love? Featuring 5 Seconds of Summer. 5 Seconds of Summer? Yeah, I don't care for this track. Another trashy Chainsmokers track. It's millennial whoops, the woes. We get the, as usual, the 4-parted chord progression. It's bland, it's mundane, it's mindless, it sounds super shallow, okay? Higher Brothers came out with a track titled Gongxi Fa Cai. And if you don't know who the Higher Brothers are, I think they are a quad Chinese rappers. You may be wondering, wait, they are rappers from China? Why? Because they are not actually in China right now. They are dropping this track via 88 Rising label, and from what I've heard on this song, the extent of Chinese rap music is basically copying other trap rap contemporaries, trying to churn out bangers after bangers, and it just makes me feel kind of bad, because it's like the future of music from China is kind of grim, because that's pretty much the extent of Chinese people's musical repertoire. It's just... Speaking of bland rap songs, Gunna has dropped a new track titled One Call, and as always, it's very boring, very bland. It doesn't sound anything like anything at all. Gunna's performance is very weak, frail, and uninteresting, tasteless. And Lil Pump has a new track titled Racks on Racks. Usually his tracks are actually really, really, really dumb, sloppy, in a way that it's actually entertaining, but this track is just not entertaining at all. The beat is mediocre at best. The performance is just kind of dime a dozen, and the song overall feels pretty generic, pretty average, really forgettable. And Mark Morton has a new track titled Cross Off, and it features the late Chester Bennington. I think Chester Bennington's performance on this track is great, but this track really is just basically a very generic and shallow and unoriginal, alt metal track for metal beginners. This is literally what metal sounds like to non-metal heads. Just, bland guitar riffs and bland drums and bad melodies. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And we have a new song from Pet Shop Boys, apparently. It's titled On Social Media, and oh my gosh, this is easily the worst song of the year so far. And this song is pure cringe. Pure cringe. Okay? Okay, man, I get it. The topic is actually pretty nice, talking about, oh, hey, social media, it's a lot of pressure, people arguing on Twitter. It's like, oh, the world is crazy, oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I get it. But they have to make this stupid-ass fucking song with the most obnoxious melodies ever. The performance here is stomach-churning. It makes me want to throw up. They are so tacky, layered, and produced in such an awkward way. And it sounds like a shit pile. It's so bad. It's so bad. And Russ decided to come out with an acoustic version of Missing You Crazy. And yeah, it's boring. It's a boring track. The lyrics are pretty cringy. Stephen Malkmus came out with a track called Victor Borgia, and it's a very disgusting and grotesque synth pop track, and oh my gosh, it sounds like an old man trying to appeal to a bunch of teenage girls. It's just so disgusting. It's the synths, they're just so out of place, so badly produced. It sounds like they're being slapped onto the track, and the vocals, they are just so like, I don't know, tasteless, I guess. But whatever the case may be, we have like 20 good songs. So let's start off with American Football with Uncomfortably Numb, featuring Hayley Williams, surprisingly. And I'm actually pretty glad that this song is not that bad at all. First of all, it's not a Pink Floyd parody, okay? But yeah, it's actually a pretty nice, pretty well produced indie rock tune. And yeah, what else can I say? The vocal performances are not that bad. Angel Dust came out with a new pop rock track, Bang My Drum. They are a metal band, but all of a sudden they decided to come out with this super fun and entertaining and laid back pop rock track, and it sounds great. It sounds pretty great, not gonna lie. Pretty catchy, pretty sweet. Better Oblivion Community Center came out with a track titled Dylan Thomas, and it's a very thrilling and exciting indie alt rock track, and the instrumentals are really tasteful and rich, and it's well performed. Bibio comes out with Curls, which is actually a very beautiful and eerie folk ballad that's really atmospheric and moody in a great way. Black Midi has a new track. It's titled Speedway. It's 19 minutes long, and it's like a remix or something. And it's super weird. It's avant-garde, post-punk electronic pop mix fusion thing. It's super weird, super experimental, and I appreciate the production, and the music video is really weird as well. We get these, clips of, I guess, what's the name of the game again? GeoGuessr. Yes, GeoGuessr. Surprisingly, I think this new Blueface remix of Thotiana featuring YG is not bad at all. I think YG's feature is totally awesome. YG totally kills it. The beat is pretty nice, and of course Blueface, sort of, raps off the beat, and it's his style, and it's pretty good. Yeah, nice remix overall. Charly Bliss has a new track titled Capacity, and it's a very 90s inspired pop rock track, and it's a pretty catchy. The production needs a little improvement, I guess, but other than that, I think the performance is solid. I think the musicality of the thing, the melodies, they are pretty nice, pretty well arranged. Also, Christian's got aTunde, Adjuah. Sorry if I've butchered the name. Has a new track titled Ancestral Recall featuring Saul Williams, and it's a pretty moody, I guess, soul-infused track thing. And it's actually really good. I really like the atmosphere and the mood that the song brings out, and amazing musicianship, I have to say. Florence and the Machine has a new track. I don't think it's a post-album track. I think they're preparing for their next album, maybe. What? But yeah, Moderation is the track, and it's a very raw, fun, catchy, organic sounding track. Not as powerful and as catchy and soulful as Hunger, but I still love this song nonetheless. And again, the vocals from Florence Welch is amazing. And Foals has a new track, Exits, and Isaac Heampstead Wright of Game of Thrones Bran Stark fame is in the video. Shout out to him. It's a great track. I think it's pretty catchy. It's forward thinking. It's lighthearted, and the performance is great. And it's a solid indie rock track, all in all. Health also came out with a new single titled Feel Nothing, and again, it's like any other Health track. It sounds edgy, it sounds toxic, it sounds poisonous, and it's actually pretty well produced. The instrumentals are indeed pretty poisonous, and looking forward to their new album. A UK rapper named Bookie came out with a new track titled Shake Up, and I actually miraculously love it. I think the beat is fire. The performance is just super energetic, despite the very thick UK accent. It actually makes the performance even more stiff and even more aggressive, and I actually really love it. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard came out with a new track after 1 year titled Cybbogie. Stu McKenzie in the video is hilarious. And I think the song itself is a really, really fun and exciting, kind of dumb, but also really, really fun and thrilling mix of electronic auto-tune music with psych rock. Very alternative indeed. And surprisingly, I actually enjoy this new Lil Peep, not new, new but posthumous Lil Peep and ILoveMakonnen track, I've Been Waiting, featuring Fall Out Boy out of all the bands, and I actually think it's really catchy, and the production is not bad at all. I actually love it quite a bit. And I mean, the performances can be a little better, but I still think it's really catchy and it's good. Rapper Maxo Kream came out with another track, and it's another sweet. Whoa, something outside the window. Oh my gosh. Alright. Okay, anyway, Maxo Kream has a new track titled Meet Again. And the instrumentals are pretty sweet, a little moody, and really nice overall, really well produced. The flow from Maxo Kream is awesome, flawless, super smooth, and I just really love the old school rap vibe on this track. Oliver Tree came out with a track early December 2018. It's titled Hurt, and damn, how in the world did I manage to miss this track? It's catchy, it's funny, it's super energetic, lighthearted, and the music video is extremely hilarious. And what else can I say? It's just such a feel-good pop banger. And Poppy came out with a new track titled Voicemail. I think it's sort of a post-album track, I think. But it's actually a really raw and industrial pop track. Poppy is no longer making bedroom pop. Nope. The pop she's making is now very I guess aggressive and glitchy and you know, demonic. Yeah, in the new track Voicemail, and in the music video she wears a lot of contact lens, and it's an interesting direction that Poppy is going. And Ryan Adams comes out with a pretty funny ballad, folk ballad actually, titled Fuck the Rain, because it's all about the sunshine and the rainbows. And it's pretty lighthearted, pretty forward-thinking, and I like it. Show Me the Body came up with a new track, Camp Orchestra, and it's aggressive, it's harsh, it's thrilling, it's a lot of fun, and I love it. It's yeah, it just brings a lot of energy and heat. And Thelma, a lesser-known band, they came out with a track titled Stranger Love. The vocals are pretty amateurish, but it has a funny quality to it, and I kind of appreciate it. And Vampire Weekend came back with a new track titled Harmony Hall, and oh boy, it's a beautiful, light-hearted, and rejuvenating indie pop rock track. It's awesome. A lot of insects in the lyric video. Wand came out with a track Scarecrow, and it's a really weird, repetitive, despondent post-punk track, and it tests your patience, but eventually you'll get there, and it grows on you, man. It grows on you. And finally, at the end, we have Zach Fluids with Steps featuring Mick Jenkins. Both of the rappers are did an amazing job. Their flows are awesome. The beat of the track is also awesome. A little abstract and fiery, kind of fiery. Yeah. Also, I guess it wouldn't hurt to talk a little about the controversial Will Smith portrayal of the genie in the new movie Aladdin, because apparently Disney is making remakes of all their previous famous cartoons and also the Grammys happened, and feel free to watch my previous video where I break down every winner and contestant and performers, not every performer, but you know, you get the idea, in the Grammys. So thanks for watching, subscribe if you want more, and bravo.